Good morning, everyone. The part 3 of the lesson hydrogen is the covalent hydride, and the third part of the covalent hydride, or the third type of a covalent hydride, is known as the electron rich hydride. Electron rich hydride. So the hydrides having more number of electron than that required to write their conventional structure, means the Lewis structure, are called electron rich hydride. These are generally formed by the element of group 15 to group 17. When the element of group 15 to group 17 combine with the hydrogen, we get electron rich hydride. Now, for example, water, it is a electron rich hydride. This is 1, 2, 3. So this is the electron rich. This is the example of electron rich hydride. Ammonia is also the example of, that is NH3. They are electron rich. They have extra electron. So these are the example of electron rich hydrides. Now here I am writing these dots. So these dots show lone pair of electron. These dots shows lone pair of electrons, and we know that there are two pair of electron. One is the lone pair of electron and other one is the bond pair of electron. So bond pair of electron means which takes part in bonding, whereas the non-bonding or the lone pair of electron means which does not take part in bonding. So these are the lone pair of electron. So because of the excess of the electron, these are the extra electrons. So because of the excess of electron, they generally behave as a Lewis base. They generally behave as a Lewis base. Why they behave as a Lewis base? Because they have the extra electron. And Lewis base means electron donor, which donate the electron, or electron donor are known as a Lewis base. So their basicity decreases on moving down a group from left to right along a period, and the order of the basicity, this is the order of the basicity of hydride. Here I am writing the order of the basicity of the hydride of group 15. This one is NH3, that is PH3, ASH3, and SBH3. This is the order of the basicity of the hydride of group 15. So why it comes first? Because here its size is small. The size of nitrogen is small in comparison to the phosphorus, because in nitrogen the atomic number of the nitrogen is 7 and the atomic number of the phosphorus is 15. So this is the order. This one is the order of basicity of hydride of group 15. Now let us discuss the properties. This is the next topic. Properties of covalent hydride. Properties of covalent hydrides. So general characteristic exhibit by covalent hydride are as follows. So let us discuss their property or their general characteristic. So the first property is they are generally volatile compound. They are generally volatile compound with low melting point. Their melting point is low, as well as the low boiling point. They are the volatile compound with the low melting point and the low boiling point. And their boiling point generally increases as the size of the central atom increases. Here in this case, for example, we have NH3. This one is the ammonia. This is the phosphine, PH3. So here the N, nitrogen, is the central metal atom. Here phosphorus is the central metal atom. Here this one is the central metal atom. So they are the volatile compound. They have the low melting point. They have the low boiling point, and their boiling point generally increases as the size of the central metal ion increases. So this is the first characteristic. Now the second characteristic is these do not possess free ions. Free ions. These do not possess free ions, so do not possess or conduct electricity in the molten state. They do not have a free ion, so they doesn't have the conductive property, or they does not conduct the electricity even in the molten state or in the aqueous state. So they are the non-conductors. Generally, the property of the covalent means they have the covalent bond. They are the covalent compound, and we know that all the covalent compound are poor conductor of heat and electricity. And why they are poor conductor? Why they do not conduct? Because they do not have the free ion. Now the third property is these hydrides are generally soft. These hydrides are generally soft, and their acidic character, these are soft, the nature is soft, they are soft, and the state is soft, and their acidic character generally increases along a given row in the periodic table. So NH3, this is NH3, that one is, this is the ammonia, is a weak base. NH3 is a weak base. H2O is neutral. H2O is neutral. And if we are talking about the hydrogen fluoride, we know that it is the acidic. This one is the acidic. Now let us discuss about their thermal stability. So their thermal stability decreases. Their thermal stability decreases with increase in the metallic character of central atom. With increase in the metallic character of central atom, thus the order of stabilities are down the group, that is down the group. If we want to find the trend down the group, so NH3 greater than PH3, ASH3. This is the order of stability down the group. And if we want to discuss along the period, that is CH4 less than ammonia less than H2O less than hydrogen fluoride. So these are the important properties of the covalent compound. Now let us discuss the next heading, that is uses of covalent hydride. So some important application of these hydrides are, first is the boron hydride are useful as a fuel. Boron hydride is used as a fuel and fuel additives. This is one of the important use of the hydride. Here this is the boron hydride. When the hydrogen is combined with the boron, we get the boron hydride. So boron hydride is used as a fuel. It is used as a fuel additive. Now the next use is silane. The formula of silane is SiH4. This is silane. SiH4. This is silane. Si stand for the silicon. Is used to prepare silicon of high purity, which is used for making transistor. This is used for making transistors and electronic chips. Electronic chips. So these are the important uses of the covalent compound. Now the last, covalent hydride. Now the last type of the hydride is known as the metallic. This is called the metallic or interstitial hydride. Metallic or interstitial hydride. So these are the hydrides. These are the hydrides of element D and F block. These are the hydrides of element of D and F block. We know that in the D block all the transition elements are in the D block. If we are talking about the F block elements, so lanthanoids and actinoids come in this category. So the element of group 7, 8, 9 do not form the hydride, and that's why this region of the periodic table is called a hydride gap. Group 7, 8 and 9, they do not form hydride. They do not form hydride. They do not form hydride. That's why this region is called hydride gap. This region is called hydride gap. And from group 6, it is only the chromium, that is CRH. This is the chromium hydride and this belongs to group 6. So from group 6, only the chromium is the member who form hydride. When it combined with the hydrogen, it formed the chromium hydride. Now I have told you that the metallic hydrides are also known as the interstitial. Interstitial means in between. Interstitial means the space which is in between. That is known as the interstitial. So earlier it was thought that the hydrogen atom occupy the interstitial position in the metal lattice without disturbing their actual structure. So these are also known as interstitial hydrides. These are also known as interstitial hydride. For example, this one is the metal lattice. Metal lattice means a crystal or the structure of the metal. Now this position, this is known as the interstitial spaces. This position which is in between the atom of the metal, this is known as the interstitial position. Now it is assumed that because the size of the hydrogen is very small, it is the smallest element in the periodic table, so it is assumed that the hydrogen occupy these interstitial positions in the metal lattice without disturbing the geometry of the metal. Therefore they are also known as the interstitial hydride. They are also called the interstitial hydride. Now let us discuss the properties. Properties of metal hydride. So these hydride show resemblance in the property with the parent metal. Parent metal means from which it is prepared. So they show the resemblance with the parent metal, and their important properties are, let us discuss the first property. The metallic hydrides being deficient in hydrogen, the metallic hydride being deficient in hydrogen are almost always non-stoichiometric, or in other words, these hydrides do not follow law of constant proportion. These hydrides do not follow law of constant proportion. Law of constant proportion. And what is the law of constant proportion? We have discussed in the lesson 1. We have already discussed this topic, law of constant proportion, in lesson 1. So the metallic hydride do not follow the law of constant proportion. So this is the one important property of the metallic hydride. Now let us discuss the another properties. These hydrides are conductors. These are the conductors of heat and electricity. These hydrides are the conductors of heat and electricity, and not as efficiently as their parent metal do, but they are good conductor. They are not efficient as their parent metal, but they are the very good conductor of the heat and the electricity. Now the third property is at high temperature. At high temperature, they decomposes to produce hydrogen gas. When they decomposes at the high temperature, they produces hydrogen gas, which shows that the hydrogen is present in the atomic state. In these hydrides, the hydrogen is present in the atomic state, and it is also suggests that these are the good reducing agent. So they are the very good reducing agent. Why they are considered as a good reducing agent? Because when they at the high temperature, they easily decomposes, and when they decomposes, they liberated the hydrogen gas. So according to this, they are considered as a very good reducing agent. Now let us discuss the uses of the metallic hydride or the interstitial hydride. So these hydrides are of great importance because they are prepared with the D and the F block element. So let us discuss some common uses. The property of transition metal to absorb hydrogen is used in the catalytic reduction. Because they are prepared from the D block element, and the D block elements are the transition element, we all know very well. So the property of the transition metal to absorb the hydrogen is used in the catalytic reduction. They are used in the catalytic reduction, or we can say that for the hydrogenation reaction. For the hydrogenation reaction in the preparation of the large number of compound, metallic hydrides are used. Now the second property is some metal like PD, that is the palladium, PT, that is the platinum. PD stand for the palladium and PT stand for the platinum. So the some metal like palladium or the platinum, because of their higher tendency to accommodate a very large volume of the hydrogen, they can be used as a storage media for hydrogen, which is a future resource of energy for vehicle. Now the next one is these hydrides are useful for ultra purification. These hydrides are useful for ultra purification of dihydrogen. These hydrides are useful for the metallic hydrides are useful for the ultra purification, for the purification purpose of the dihydrogen. So these are the important properties of the metallic hydride, and we have already discussed the uses of the metallic hydride. Now these interstitial hydride, these are prepared. If we discuss the preparation method. So these hydrides are prepared by absorbing hydrogen, because they are the hydride, means they contain the hydrogen. So they are prepared by absorbing hydrogen directly at appropriate temperature, into the interstices. These are the interstices. These position, these in between spaces are the interstices of the transition metal lattice. So for example, palladium is a transition element. So the palladium metal absorbs the hydrogen to form the palladium hydride. When the palladium is combined with the hydrogen, how they combine directly with the hydrogen? So they form the palladium hydride. And in some cases, the metals are used as a cathode in the electrolysis process. We all are aware of the electrolysis process of their aqueous solution, so that they absorb hydrogen during the electrolysis. So palladium hydride, the formula for the palladium hydride is PdH2. This is the formula for the palladium hydride, is prepared by this method, means by the direct absorption at the appropriate temperature, or direct absorption of what? Direct absorption of hydrogen at the appropriate temperature by the in the interstitials, or at the interstitial position in the metal lattice of the palladium. So by this method we get PdH2, that is the palladium hydride. Here I have written the F block element. We have discussed everything about the D block element. Now the F block element also combine with the hydrogen and they form the hydride. What type of a hydride? Metallic hydride or the interstitial hydride. And these hydrides, the hydrides of the F block element, we are talking here about the F block element. So these hydrides have lower densities and in their respective metals. Respective metal means from which they are prepared. So their densities is lower in comparison to the respective metal.